Mistress Claressa Shields took a break from copying all things Remy Ma to now copying once again ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER and more, you guys. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Claressa Shields, surprise, surprise, aka Pap's Mistress, aka Pap's Entanglement, aka Pap's Pick Me, aka Pap's Side Chick, or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. So we got a lot to get into in this video. As you guys know, today was the weigh-in, and it was a hot mess express, you guys. It was a hot mess express. Pap has on the thickest shades known to man, you guys. So we've got a few clips because Floyd Mayweather was there. Yes, they are rolling out all the stops to try to get these tickets to sell. But my question is this. For all of the events up until this point, whether it was the introductory press conference, whether it was the press conference the other day, fight week, and today the weigh-in, why isn't, if Zeus Network is the undercard and is not the main event and all the things, why are they going after you? Why is Baddies going after the supposed quote-unquote main event? Wouldn't it be a situation like, you know, back in February, where once it was over with Claressa Shields and Franchon Cruz, that was it, that was all, it was Todos SV now? It's given that Zeus, you know what I'm saying? That's what the fans were there to see. That was the reason why the people that were there. And Claressa keeps saying, whoop that trick. No. So we're going to get into a few clips, you guys, of Claressa and Win Records and Friends. And now I see where all Claressa's money is going to. It is going to Win Records merchandise. It is going to Win Records merchandise. First in February, they were all olives. They all had the green jumpsuits, all the things. This time around, not only do they have the black windbreakers and the black matching windbreaker shorts and all the things, but you know, it's got to say Win Records. You got to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for that embroidery. Then it's got everybody's name on there as well. How much did that cost? Just wasting money on nonsense. Then you got Claressa's bestie Nene out there with the baby. You know what I'm saying? You got pregnant Khadijah out there with her youngest child as well. It is mommy daycare out there. Mommy daycare out there. For real. Because anything to get to Claressa Shields is bad. So without further ado, we've got to get into these clips because, per usual, Claressa always says something that is cringeworthy that we have to react to.
Pizza and Jake, lift the bins. I couldn't be my real fast.
Good luck, Claressa.
Yeah. Whoop that trick.
First of all, how much was Floyd paid to be here? Because Floyd, you know what I'm saying, is not even going to an envelope unless you got a check for him. He's not checking for you unless you got a check for him. And even with this, I don't know if he's chuckling at the goofiness of this whole situation or if it's the fact that Claressa is trying to convince us that K-Scott is a big-time opponent. Let's continue.
And Floyd Mayweather in the building. He's supporting you in the corner. How much does that mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot, you know what I'm saying? I've been idolizing Floyd since I was a kid. He's from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm from Flint, Michigan. We only an hour apart. And we have some of the same, you know, he went to the Olympics, I went to the Olympics, and he's best in the world pound for pound number one. I'm pound for pound number one woman fighter. So we have a lot of great things in common. But, I mean, I've been telling y'all that it's not just me. Everybody in boxing knows that I'm the greatest woman of all time, that I'm the best skill. I got the best skills. I got the best power. I got the best defense. It's literally right there in front of your eyes. And if you doubt that, you're just a hater.
First of all, why hasn't Floyd Mayweather been supporting your fights? If y'all got all this Michigan love, Please miss me with the BS. Floyd Mayweather has money issues. He's trying to get his name back out there and all the things. And he's got some lawsuits. He's got some legal issues going on. So he's trying to get any positive press, even if it is at the expense of you, Claressa. Make it make sense. Nobody ain't there to see you. They're there for the Zeus Network because they saw, you know what I'm saying, Ray J and Orlando getting turned up yesterday. So they are there for Zeus Network, which is why they quickly got y'all all up out the stage, and you're trying to do this whoop that trick, trying to get the people excited, but they're excited for baddies and Ray J. Let's continue.
Floyd, can you talk about how proud you are of what she's done in the sport?
I'm extremely proud of her. You know, just a woman, period, but a black woman. You know, a black woman to win the Olympics twice, to come to a sport, a dying sport, and you know, you got other women in the sport not giving her credit. She's the best in the sport right now. She's truly unbelievable, and I need everybody that's watching right now, tune in tomorrow, support her, continue to support her. She's very outspoken, super talented, hand speed, a lot of combinations. She's the best out there, so I need everybody tomorrow to tune in, continue to support her. I'm behind her 100%. Let's go, champ.
That my man. Hey, I got two names. Everybody call me Quote, but he called me female TBE. So,
How much was Floyd Mayweather paid to memorize or somebody recite to him? Because remember, 50 Cent is a legend. He can't read. Like who did this to him to where you're reciting the same talking points that Claressa Shields screams at us in her daily crash out lives? It is giving very sus, is all I'm saying. What do you mean women's sports and women's boxing is a dying breed? There's more interest in women's boxing, Neil. You know what I'm saying? Across the board. With MVP promotions, with everything. I have no clue what Floyd Mayweather is talking about. It is giving. You guys rehearse these talking points to give this cosign. And here's my thing. If you're the woke, Claressa, why do you need so many people to have yourself convinced? And why are you trying to convince us? They should be referring to you as that, not you doing all this promotion to make fetch happen. Really, this is crazy. This is really crazy. I need to know, how much was the check? Was it $100,000? Was it $500,000? Was it $1 million? I just need to know. And then they're playing all of Claressa Shields' songs at this weigh-in. But why does Natalie Nunn get to perform once again? I cannot. We have, I think, 2 more clips that we've got to get into. And then we're going to transition over into the ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER of it all.
Vision, I'm coming to get the belts. And after I finish K. Scott, any of those girls at MVP, Nikisa and Jake, lift the band. I come beat y'all girls' ass.
Good luck, Claressa.
Yeah. Whoop that trick!
All right, sir.
This is really embarrassing considering all the times Claressa has bashed MVP promotions. And even Nikisa said that Claressa owes a genuine apology to them. And that until there's a genuine apology, Claressa is not going to be anywhere near anything related to MVP promotions. So it's really the audacity, the same person in Claressa Shields who said that she's the GOAT. She doesn't need anybody from MVP promotions. She doesn't need to be at any MVP promotional events, that there are all types of female fighters who are lining up around the corner, around the entire State Farm arena, that want to challenge Claressa Shields, that want to fight Claressa Shields, and I have a bridge to sell you. Claressa Shields to MVP is like, let me in, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in. That's the energy she's giving. That is the energy that she is given, and I'm here to tell you we don't care. I am here to tell you that we do not care. Now, we've got one more clip, And it is none other than our adulterous couple, you guys. Than the mistress and the broke married men and themselves. You know what I'm saying? Stunting and being fake jaking. But I noticed something in Claressa Shields' eyes. Let me know in the comments if you noticed this as well. We are going to get right into it. And this one is courtesy of Live Bites.
Just got in the car with my man. You know we don't roll nothing but Rolls Royces.
You already know.
How you feel about the weigh-in?
Crazy, man. Fine. You look amazing.
Thank you. It was so much fun. Oh my God, that was insanity. Oh my God, that was crazy, y'all. Did y'all see did y'all watch the weigh-in live? Man, this nigga Floyd was there. Shane Mosley, the fans. It was crazy. It was crazy. Yes, they was yelling, whoop that trick. My opponent was like, no. I'm like, you're not going to be able to stop all those people from yelling, whoop that trick. They've all been trained. We're going to do it. Yes, tickets are almost sold out. When they talking all that trash, like, bro, y'all cannot stop what I got going. Why is this girl? Yes, girl, my man. You off my live, though. Bye-bye. The fight is tomorrow, y'all. Get the rest of the tickets up on the Ticketmaster. And if you're not coming, watch the fight live on the Zone. I'm gonna go back to the room and eat me some more food. What's up, man? Yes, belt to ass tomorrow. Yeah, we getting ready to take off. All right, y'all. Thank you. Thank all my fans. Got label tickets. Thank you. Q50 plays. Thank you. Bye bye, y'all.
Claressa seems very sad. I don't know if you peeped, she kept rubbing her eyes. Her eyes look very glossy. You know that look as if somebody's been crying all night? I'm telling you, that Remy diss track had Claressa in tears. It had her crying. She released 2 versions of that Sorry video, of that Sorry song, and it had no motion. Nobody cared. Nobody was interested. And she's trying so hard, desperately, to hype up this fight that nobody wants to go to. Nobody wants to attend to see Claressa. They are there to see baddies and Ray J. Like, let's get into it. And tickets still are not sold out, and the fight is tomorrow. That is not a success, Claressa. That is not a success. That is a fail. So what is going to happen? What is there going to have what, quote unquote, giveaways again to make it look sold out? Because that's what it's given. That is what it's given. Remember, Miss Shanika exposed that they didn't even pay any promotional advertisements for tickets. That's usually the case when there's something coming into your town, whether it's a concert, a boxing match, you know what I'm saying, a sporting event or this and that, and they still need tickets. They still need people, you know what I'm saying, to fill up the seats. It's not sold out. That is when they'll negotiate and be like, listen, look at here. You can give your callers, if you're caller number 9, you know what I'm saying? You could get these free tickets to see Claressa Shields. And that didn't happen on Young Jock's show. At least as of when Miss Shanika said that. Now we got to get into the copycat artist, the person who is taking a break from copying all things Remy Ma because she wants to make it look like just for today. That's not the case, as if it hasn't been this entire fight week and the entirety of the public expose of her and Pap and all of the things. She has once again decided to dibble and dabble into the aura, into the standard, into the bomb. ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER, y'all. So Claressa Shields actually copied ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER and the swimsuits twice that we are going to get into in a second. But I just wanted to run this clip a couple of times because it's literally the exact same rollout, the same everything in terms of this particular, swimsuit, having the fur coat, matching fur coat with it, and all of the things. Claressa thinks that nobody is going to put two and two together. She thinks that y'all are dumb. She thinks that y'all are idiots. She thinks that y'all are not going to notice. She wants you to think that she's the reason that she's trending. And the reality is you have to look at other fantastic black women and what they've got on and what they're doing in order to try to even put yourself in the conversation. And now we got to get into, how basically there were two swimsuit looks that I felt Claressa copied, because even in the gold one that ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER is wearing in the middle, you can see the cutouts that are very similar to the tannish one that Claressa Shields had on today at the weigh-in, as well as the blue one that was also copy and pasted from ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER and everything else. If you want to know these blueprints, whether it is Layla Ali, whether it is ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER, whether it is Remy Ma, Claressa's got a mood board for each of y'all. And when the block is too hot with Remy Ma, she pivots over to ALYCIA. When the block is too hot on ALYCIA, she pivots back over to Remy Ma. But at what point does Claressa realize that this is not a good look for her? That if you have to sit back and study somebody else and copy everything that they do, copy the way that they talk, copy the way they present themselves, copy the way they dress, copy the way they wear their hair, copy the way they wear their makeup, copy the jewelry that they have, all of the things. If you have to sit back and do all those things, what does that say about you? What does that say about you? And the married man that you're sleeping with that believes that the only way you're going to get attention, the only way you're going to trend on the Twitters, is if you copy something somebody else has already done. If you try to get, like Remy said, a knockoff version of the same thing that Remy's already done, that ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER has already done. If you're holding up the picture to various stylists to say, make my hair look like Remy's, make my hair look like ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER's, you've already lost the plot. You've already lost the plot. And you can't tell me that Claressa doesn't know that people are aware of these comparisons and everything else. You can't tell me that she doesn't feel a way, that nobody believes that she's the GOAT, nobody believes that she's doing anything that's original or that's trend-setting. Everything is something that already somebody has said and done, and she tries to repackage it and fold it back up and present it to y'all. She's basically regifting us. She's basically regifting us. Y'all know how y'all get those gifts, especially on Christmas, that y'all weren't really feeling, y'all weren't really featuring, but y'all don't want to be rude or disrespectful to the person that gave you that gift that you know you're not going to use, that you know you are not going to use. So conveniently, what do? You regift to that somebody that you didn't even intend on getting a gift to anyways, that randomly is at your house for Christmas. You regift it maybe to a coworker for a gift exchange at work. You hold on to that gift for a whole entire year until there is another gift exchange the following year and present it as new, and you hope that the people have forgotten by then that actually it was a gift for you, that you did not want, that you did not utilize, that you did not like, but were too nice. You know what I'm saying? To just tell them, listen, look here, you should have just got me a gift card. You should have just given me some cash. You should have just given me some lottery tickets. You know what I'm saying? Nip it in the bud. But instead, with Claressa and Delulu, you have to continue to keep up these stunts and shows to keep yourself in the algorithm. You have to keep continuing to copy Remy's looks, copy ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER's looks, because there is nothing interesting that has happened this fight week, with the exception of what's going on with Ray J and Orlando Brown. There's nothing interesting going on except for baddies. But everything Claressa is doing, attempting to hype this fight up, you could just tell that she's exhausted. She is spending so much time, so much energy stressing herself out, trying to make fetch happen, trying to make people interested in this lackluster fight, in this lackluster matchup. They keep adding more people to the undercard, you know what I'm saying, to really, make it shake. I want to know, is Floyd going to be there the whole night? You know what I'm saying? Because Floyd doesn't even look like he wanted to be at this weigh-in. But y'all are trying so hard to make it seem like everybody has been about Claressa since day one. And that's just not the facts. Because if Claressa is so amazing, Floyd, why is this the first fight that you've been to that we're hearing about? And if y'all are Michigan buddies like y'all want to claim, why is this the first fight that he's ever attended for you? Like I said, all of this is very sus, just like Claressa trying to look like ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER, look like a knockoff version, and having the audacity to ask MVP Promotions to lift the ban. No. And I feel like at this point, whatever is or isn't going on legally with ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER and Claressa Shields, I feel like Nikisa made it clear that unless Claressa even attempts an apology, that she's not going to be invited anywhere. But I think that Nikisa, because it seems like he's a little bit more lenient than Jake Paul, he needs to stand 10 toes down. Because apparently him and Claressa have some sort of texting relationship, and all of that obviously ceased after Shadaysha Green. But ultimately, you can't be, you have to stand your ground. If Claressa's not allowed to be a part of anything MVP Promotions, she's not allowed to be a part of MVP Promotions. And then her twirling around, dressed as one of your top clients, and ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER is not going to move the needle. It's not going to move the needle. People are going to be pissed at y'all. People are going to lose respect for you guys. So that is it, you guys, that I have for this video. What do you think of Claressa and this goofy whoop that trick gimmick that she is doing to get people interested in her in Atlanta? What do you think of her begging, like Keith Sweat, for MVP Promotions to lift the ban, even though she said she doesn't need them, even though she said that she cussed them out and that they were doing so many horrible and malicious things to her, and she was going to not handle it with the law, she was going to handle it with the court, but now is begging. And then sitting up there dressed up like ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER while begging MVP Promotions. Same era thing that you're doing. Copied her look twice in all of the things. What do you think of her glossy eyes? You know what I'm saying? The glossy eyes. Looking like you've been crying all night after Remy dropped that heat. And trying to convince yourselves that y'all are riding around in Rolls Royces every day. Didn't you just say the other day, allegedly, that the Corvette is MIA? Or might have been pawned? I don't know. Or repossessed? I don't know. But all of a sudden, I'm supposed to believe that y'all been driving around in Rolls Royces. It is giving y'all trying so hard to keep up with the Joneses, and it is not making any sense. It is not making any sense. But ultimately, that is it for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor. I need y'all to do y'all biggest one. And that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. Hype the video like you never hyped a video before in your life. There's that. That is it. That is all. It's Todos Es Final. It's Benito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.